What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of Thicc Talk. We are out here. We are growing. We are enjoying the show. For those of you who don't remember, let's do a quick recap of the first 2 episodes, which are live on the YouTube channel now. Episode 1, gaming. Had a blast with that one. Had great conversation. Much love. Episode 2 was about streamers. Again, great conversation. Great people. Now we're on to episode 3. Episode 3 is we're still in the gaming situation, but this time we're changing it up a little bit. We are talking about female gamers. And I just happen to have 2 awesome female gamers here right now. They are ready to talk about it. Let's take a look and meet our female gamers, shall we, guys?
New followers.
Ladies. Ladies.
Hello.
How are you doing this evening?
Not too bad.
Not too bad?
Doing great.
Not too bad. Doing great. Love to hear it. For those of you who remember Miss Andarkblade from episode 2 of Streamers, and we have a new face, Miss Sarah, aka Ghostbees. How are you doing?
Living the dream.
Living the dream, as though we say, living the dream. Awesome. So as you both know, this episode is on female gamers. So my question to start things off is, Kat, when did you start gaming?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, starting off spicy.
Fuck.
Ooh.
When did my parents get a computer? Fuck, that's the question.
And it's not just even a computer. It was a computer that could handle it, probably, huh?
It was a computer that was like the bulky, like I kid
With
you
the
not, like the screen
with
was
the
here,
dial-up internet.
Oh my god. Dude, I wanna say 10 years old, and we're not even gonna go computer games at that point in time. We're gonna go like Nintendo
Go
Switch
console.
gaming. We're gonna go Nintendo fucking DS bought myself.
Oh, the DS, man. That makes me feel old, because when I go back like that, I'm talking like the Game Boy. Not the color even, the Game Boy.
Oh,
The
and then
Game
having
Boy.
the little light attachment.
The little I have that still.
Seriously?
I have one still. I'll have to grab it and go through all like my vintage games and stuff. Sarah, when did you start gaming?
Oh, dude. I was playing ever since probably 3 years old with a combination of like Quake with my dad to like Blues Clues games. And
She
I
said
totally
3
know
years
what you're
old.
talking about with those big bulky ass computers. They were like IBMs. And I would sit with my dad on his lap just playing like literally shooters. And he would be like, oh, and like Half-Life 2 and like all those games. And he'd be
So
like, get your crowbar, watch out for those face crabs. And I'm like, face crabs? What? So, oh my god. And then like he would tell me that every time I would kill the characters, they would turn into hamburgers. He'd be like, oh, hamburger meat. I'm like, yeah, I'm making into hamburger meat.
I love it.
so
And then, like, that
you
brings me to a time where I like literally went to a hospital and like there was like holes in the ceiling and shit falling into like hanging. And he's like, yo, do you have your crowbar? And I'm like,
what?
huh? Well, I was like a little kid, so you know, but I've been playing for a very long time.
Okay, all right. So you said you were playing Quake. You said you were playing the shooters. Would you say that's the genre that just kind of really got you going, or is it more of the shooter game, or are you more of an MMO person, or what do you?
I like MMORPGs. I remember a lot of stuff, but I started really on RuneScape at like
RuneScape.
7 or 8. And then think I even tried Guild Wars. I'm a long time World of Warcraft player since 2007. So like I've been playing this game for like my whole life. I'm like 24. So
So
it's like
when did you start playing World of Warcraft? Like, do you remember what expansion?
the Burning Crusade.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go.
Yep.
I know Kat's an avid WoW player too. That's good.
Started in Burning Crusade.
Fuck yeah.
Started in Burning Crusade, but I didn't even start with my own personal account. I started with my cousins going, "You gotta try this game." I tried it. I made a blood elf fucking mage to start it all off. My dad looks at me and he goes, "Would you play this game?" "Well, yeah, I would play this game." So we got a computer at home. We'll buy you the game. This is before we knew of like the battle chest that you could get, the battle chest, and then the actual like World of Warcraft MMO and whatnot. We bought the battle chest by accident. We played that. I played it for a while until I got the freaking World of Warcraft with the with the Burning Crusade fucking expansion, and I went completely Alliance and went Night Elf Druid.
Oh shit. So you said you played RuneScape. How would you compare RuneScape to World of Warcraft in the MMO aspect?
I don't know. I feel like it's similar but completely different.
Because I know, I don't mean to interrupt, but I know like from experience, like a lot of official RuneScape players always complain and say that, well, WoW took everything from RuneScape, and real WoW players are like, well, no, WoW kind of has its own thing, but there's always those similarities that games that when they're that close, you can take them and kind of go, yeah, I could see where they kind of got that from, but it's like, are they really entitled to that part of it?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's every MMO though. Like when you take, like, geez, we could take first-person shooters and like all the battle royales and whatnot, and it's like that's just games follow a path.
Well, I mean, RuneScape was kind of like a game where you would level up your skills, and if you were a member, you had more luxuries to do, and like, plus it was kind of terrible at the time, like because there was a whole bunch of people just standing around being like, "Hey, I can show you cool stuff if you come hang out with me." I'm like,
And then take you to the wild.
kind of, and I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm like a little kid. And I'm like, yeah, I'll come with you, whatever. And then, like, he's like, time to die. And I'm like, I had my whole life on this character. But, in World of Warcraft, if you're going to battle somebody, you're not going to, like, have your stuff thrown onto the ground.
Right.
Yeah, that is a nice thing. At least you don't lose everything. Like
you just break shit.
But there were Easter eggs in that game. I know there are in World of Warcraft, but I remember doing so much extensive stuff. Like, I feel like the grind... Well, you know what? I don't know, because I'm remembering current WoW right now, because I play retail, and right now it's completely different than it used to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I guess they are kind of similar. But, yeah, I'm going to say they're kind of similar.
That's fair enough.
Just different graphics, because one's kind of aerial. I mean, you could change it, but it's not.
Right.
I know they made it high res, but back in the day.
Didn't they just like do a new version of RuneScape? Like
they did.
Yeah, they did.
And
it's honestly like it's out there, people are playing it, but a lot of people more so go to the old RuneScape. I mean, look at it. They went and re-released it on like, cause you could go onto the internet, RuneScape, come up with the website, but you can go onto Steam now, type in RuneScape, and it pops up there now. Like, and it's old RuneScape. It's not even the new RuneScape that they put on Steam. That's how much popular it's gotten again.
Right.
And like, it's like blowing up all over again.
Kind of.
So you think RuneScape's making a comeback, huh?
Kinda.
Slowly but surely. All right.
Slowly but surely.
Let's get into another question. What game were you just like super excited for, and then it just turned out to be a complete.
Oh, Guild Wars.
Oh, Guild Wars. All right.
My grandmother, my poor innocent grandmother, who had no idea about video games and anything, Guild Wars was coming out, and I went, oh, I want that game. She goes and buys it for me for Christmas. I get it. It was cool. It lost its nostalgic pretty fast. But whatever. Had the game, kept the game. They did an update, and I had lost my email address because it had been hacked that I had from my original Guild Wars, and they would not let me change it because I didn't have proof, and locked me out and completely deactivated that account. So the box set that I had gotten with all the code, I couldn't even create a whole new account if I wanted to. That's how it was operating.
I've never played Guild Wars, so that's a new game to me altogether. Sarah, have you ever played Guild Wars?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! Well, I'm just out of the loop apparently.
Well, Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2.
Yeah. Okay.
It was one of those ones that kind of like it took off, had a whole bunch of hype for a short amount of time, and then just quickly died off. It didn't hold like WoW, RuneScape. Like we can even throw Neopets in there because that blew up and keeps blowing up again and again.
Right.
But like Guild Wars went up, stayed for maybe I'll even give it like a year, and it died. And they tried to bring it back with Guild Wars 2, shot up again, held for another year, and then just dies. And now like.
Did they make a show about Guild Wars? Somebody in the chat was mentioning something about making a show for Guild Wars, so I just thought I'd ask. Maybe. I mean, it would probably be interesting.
Not that I know of. I mean, I never really dove that deep into it.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, it was one of those games you kind of got on, you played for a little bit, and just went, eh. It wasn't like anything exciting, especially because like it came out after WoW. WoW was more enticing for people and all of the expansions. Guild Wars came out and it was like, I mean, it has everything WoW has. All my friends play WoW.
Might as well play WoW.
I'll just go back to WoW.
Right.
Does everyone remember Rift?
No. The guild, what you're thinking of is, if I remember correctly, Felicia Day said it was a lot more based towards, like, World of Warcraft, I believe. It's a TV show that started on YouTube and then got integrated in Netflix, took it over.
Right.
It was done by Felicia Day and a whole bunch of other cast members.
Sarah, you said something about Rift. What about Rift? I've never played that one.
Flop.
Ultimate Flop. Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know. I mean, I've played a lot of random MMORPGs just to because I would get bored of WoW. There was like Rift, there was Perfect World, there was Fiesta Online, there was... I mean, I've tried League of Legends too. That's okay. It's okay. I don't know. Not my style.
Do you really consider League of Legends an MMO though, or is it just like a...
It mildly is. It's just a different type. It's more like
What's
team-based.
there's a phraseology they use for League of Legends, and I can't it'll come to me like we'll be like halfway through the show and I'll be like, oh, RTS. There you go. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Real time strategy. That was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. That's the
But
phraseology for that one.
To Heroes Online or
Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm.
Yep.
Yep.
I tried that one once and got bent and nope.
There's a Call of Duty game that came out that was totally lame too. Like it was kind of like in 2010.
Hot rip. Yep.
Was it like Ghost?
You're talking about like an over-the-top view game, or you're talking about like Halo Wars?
No, I'm talking about like a shooter. Sorry.
A shooter. I got me on that one. But all right, let's move on to the real questions, the real reasoning that we are here. All right. Let's see here. I moved my screen a little bit here. What? Oh damn, where'd it go? I just had it. Oh, there you go. When you start a game and you're picking a character, okay, do you tend to lean towards the female characters or the male characters when you select?
I play both.
Play both, doesn't matter.
Female.
Female? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that just in any game, or does it matter the game, or?
Well, like if I'm playing Valorant and whatnot, and we need smokes, then I'll play Breach or Brim. Like that's no big deal. But if it's a character that I'm gonna have to level, and like see, and like I get to keep kind of deal for like the whole time that I'm playing that game, which could be many years, I do females.
Is there any?
How they look.
Right. Their looks.
Their looks. Listen, I want to dress them up.
Hey, you know what? That's always see why you play World of Warcraft. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
The transmogrification.
Listen, I started off role playing. Those transmogs are everything.
Goldshire.
Oh
okay,
shit.
we're not talking about Goldshire. Goldshire is like a no talk.
Oh
that is
god.
a horrible place. Let's date
my God,
myself.
What's the realm? What's the
Moonguard.
realm? Yes.
Because that's the realm I
I've
started
been
on.
Just
Oh,
try
Lord.
it.
When I started WoW, when I started in Burning Crusade, I started on Moonguard because I'd role played before.
Mhm.
And let's date myself so far back that when I started, you could go into Goldshire and role play. There was nothing like that. And I went there. I went to Stormwind for like a week, and I came back, and it was just,
Game changer.
dude,
Yep.
it's not even a game changer. You just like avoid it like the plague, and you go, oh my god. Like, listen, my computer is gonna get a virus at this point.
Right. How do you feel when the whole group or lobby that you get into a game with assumes that you are a man playing the game, and then they realize like you're a woman? Like, how does that make you feel as a gamer?
It depends. Am I playing Valorant and I'm really shitty? Okay, I'm a dude, and then they just think I'm shitty because I just suck at the game. Am I doing fucking amazing? And they think I'm a dude, and the moment I speak, they go, oh, fuck? That has to be, like, the best fucking feeling ever.
Essentially.
So would you say you get a certain sense of, like, accomplishment when, like, they realize that you're a girl, you get, like, heckled maybe a little bit, and then you end up just dominating the love?
Yes. Yes, 1,000 times
Especially
yes.
on Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yep.
That's what's
No,
up.
Are you kidding me? I was in a match with Valorant, and like one of the guys' names literally was like going at the fact that girls don't play video games.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell ya, me and my friend Scarlett were there playing Valorant, and both of us top fragging, and we won the round. And we literally put in the chat where he could see it. We went, buddy, you just lost to 2 girls.
And
Like,
that ultimate satisfaction.
It is. It's so satisfactory because like people are just like, girls can't play video games, or the biggest one, girls suck at video games, and it's like you
yikes.
talk like.
Sarah, how do you feel about that? Like, what do you feel when you just dominate that lobby after everybody realizes?
I'm like, beneath me. No.
Bow, peasant.
Bow.
It's me, your overlord. No, I don't know. I mean, especially if I'm playing like Overwatch, because for that game, there's a lot of female characters that you can choose from, so you never really know who you're actually playing with. But like sometimes you can kind of tell, for their username. But like it makes me be like, heh heh heh. Especially if you're like play of the game, 100%. You're
Oh,
like,
the play of the game, yes.
and then you're like, you type, ha, easy.
GG, forfeit.
GG. Yes.
Haha, too easy. And then they're like, yo, man.
You just start going off.
Shit on it. Yeah. No. But like, at the same time,
I'm like, one for the, my bad.
But then, and then
Little
being a
notch
girl
on the belt.
playing games can be a little frustrating to the point where you don't talk to anyone in chat. And you just go,
That's-
they
Oh,
think
yeah.
That's-
I'm a dude. We're gonna keep with this.
Do
I've
you
totally fit the
do you
persona of a dude before.
do you think that it's a like that's a common thing that women do in gaming? Is that they don't even want to speak in the lobby because they don't want to be like prejudged for being a female playing the game?
Yep.
What like how would I'm trying to think how to word this. How would you make that change?
There's no way to change it. Men, as shitty as it sounds,
Say it, girl.
men are just toxic. Women can be toxic, don't get me wrong. But
She ain't lying.
When it comes to women in video games, when you get into a lobby and you're playing against, and you've got a woman on your team, and the moment you speak, usually they're comfortable. I've had a few that are really toxic, but usually they're comfortable like, oh, there's another girl here.
Mm-hmm.
They feel a lot more comfortable. It's not all freaking guys.
Right. Okay. Have you ever been, for lack of a better terminology, catcalled during a game? You know what I'm talking about? Like how those old construction workers, give them that, you know what I'm saying? You ever gotten some of those during gameplay?
Dude, I had a guy breathing into his mic and sounded like he was about to have a panic attack. No, let me see if I can imitate this, because I had 2 other friends in this lobby, so there's 3 of us, so I know there's only 2 random guys in this chat. 2 of my friends turn on the voice chat. They're like, just turn on your voice chat. If they're toxic,
Right.
turn it back off. I was like, okay, fine.
Right.
I get on there, all I say is, hey guys, that's it. And all of a sudden, all I hear is, it's a grill. Oh my god, it's a grill. And I'm just sitting here like, are you really? Really? And my friend, because we're in a Discord call, so he's able to have a conversation without the randos here. I mean, he's like, that's why you don't do voice chat. I was like, yeah, because I'm either get that or get the fuck into the kitchen, make me a sandwich, or get the fuck and you're about to lose it for us.
Oh, no.
I've gotten that one thousands of times.
Sarah, have you ever been catcalled during a game?
Well, I mean, not necessarily, but I mean, I usually, when I talk online, don't, I guess, act in a type of way that might make them want to catcall me, because I'll just be like, hey guys, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm the same type of, I'm just like, because I kind of feel like I meld well with dudes.
Hey.
So when I hang out with dudes, I'm just like, what's up?
The
man?
mellow.
What's up?
But do you throw your voice though? Do you throw it into a deeper tone to make it? Okay.
Do you feel like you do it on purpose, or is it just a natural thing now, though?
It's a natural thing.
Natural.
I like to spice it up.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
fair,
mean,
that's
I
fair.
can talk normal, just kind of like this. I'll
Right.
be like, But I mean,
that's my issue. Is I talk like this, and if I talk like this at the start of the game, before anyone sees how I play, that's one thing. If I talk in the middle of the game where I'm freaking killing it, it's a different thing. Because now all of a sudden I'm that freaking awesome player, and they're just shocked. But if I say it at the start, if I say hi at the start, it's
Oh God, here we go. Yeah.
like
totally
and
understandable.
you know how many times, listen, Scarlett, I'll never understand my best friend Scarlett, how this woman goes into Valor and goes, voice chat's always on. She'll go in there, doesn't care with how toxic they are. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And not all the power to her, because people will be like, raise, because I main raise, turn your mic on. She'll just go, chat banned, just so I don't have to turn my mic on, because no one will get mad if you say your chat banned.
Right. All right. Next question. In earlier gaming, right? We're looking at older Zelda games, Mario, stuff like that. Female characters would usually be depicted as either damsels in distress, like I said, Peach in Princess Mario, the princess and Princess Zelda. You know what I mean? Or they were depicted as like very strong, depicted like sex objects. Soul Calibur is probably one of the best examples of that if you've ever played Soul Calibur or Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Do you think that image has improved over the years for female characters in games? Or is it still pretty...
I feel like a lot of the times you're going to see the female in the skimpy clothes as a polar inner, you know, type of thing. But I mean, it doesn't mean like all games, but it's a mass majority of like mobile games maybe, or like 100% mobile games actually, I feel.
Right.
I mean, like any of the newer games that might come out for like console games might have them a little bit curvy and cleavage, you know, stuff like that. So
do you feel
kind of?
do you feel like that's more of like a ploy, like they do it on purpose? Okay.
Maybe.
1,000 times yes.
1,000 times yes. Okay.
It's because it's either gonna attract the men that want to look at that girl that's in the skimpy ass clothing, or it's gonna attract the girls that go, she looks badass. She looks hot.
Right.
I'll play her. But then you also have the guys that are like, dude, I get to stare at her ass all day while I play.
What about the guys that will pick a character like that just so that when they like I said for like Soul Calibur for example, like I used to pick those kinds of girls, not just I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like yeah, they were bodacious, but when you were playing with your buddies and then they were picking like characters like have you played Soul Calibur? Do you know the character listings in Soul Calibur? Either of you? Have you ever played that game?
I don't think I have.
Okay, but so they would pick like a male character that just was completely off, you know, and then when I would beat their ass in the game, it's like, I just beat your ass with a chick character.
Exactly.
That's the way I mean, that's probably the wrong way to go about it, but that's how I did it. I'm so... yeah, you just get molly whopped. Hell yeah. What is the worst reaction? I probably should ask this question probably before that last one, but there's a lot written down here. What is the worst reaction you've ever gotten in a lobby when they find out that you're a female?
Can I give you like a long list that we're gonna be here for like an hour?
I mean, if you can knock it down a couple notches, like just give me a good example of it, like just something that just like completely blew your mind. That.
Well, honestly, at this point in time, when I like started to get into, because like when I first started gaming, it was like MMOs and like games that were like solo, so games that weren't really like had like people that were gonna know that you were a girl. Like I mean, if you roleplay on WoW, you say you're a girl. Way back when in Burning Crusade, people never believed you were a girl and whatnot. So when I started getting into first-person shooters, at that point in time, I was already like, dude, guys say we can't fucking game. I was already half expecting, and like the common one I get is if I have a bad game, at the end, I'll be like, oh, GG, and whatnot, and I'll get the common phrase, that's why we fucking lost. I'm like, no, it's not because of me. Please look at the scoreboard. You're the one at the very, very bottom as a duelist in Valorant where you're supposed to be top fragging. But, you know, not gonna have a conversation about that. We don't have enough time, but sure.
Right. Sarah, what about you? Worst reaction?
I don't know. They just say some sort of profanity, or like she said, they'll be like, wow, yeah, you know, makes sense. You're a girl. You messed this up. You know, like
yeah. I had it wasn't something that they said. It's what they did one time when they found out I was a girl. I got cornered to the point I couldn't move. They killed me. My own teammates killed me with their own abilities in Valorant after they put me in a corner. killed me when I was alive, and I was the last one alive, and I killed 3 of them. They told them where I was and whatnot, and when I went to go push something, they wouldn't bother, or they would make loud enough noise so that they would give my spot away. I've literally been killed by my own teammates because I'm a female.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. I don't think I ever really had that bad of a reaction. Maybe.
Valorant is toxic. It's Riot. Riot is toxic to begin with.
True.
That's the thing. In Overwatch, you're pretty lucky. Most of the abilities, because I used to love Overwatch. I used to play. Most of the abilities you use, you can't really kill anyone with them. Like, you might have, like, maybe, like, Junkrat's grenades, like, grenade or, like, blast pack can, like, kill, like, damage people. But in Valorant, Phoenix's fire that he walls up with, fire throws down. You've got Brim's mollies, Raze's grenades, blast packs, ult, Brim's ult. Like, I think there's only, like, a handful of characters that, like, can't actually be used to kill your teammates.
Right.
And they really need to take that out.
Right.
Because female gamers get bullied a lot in Valorant, and people who are trying. Oh my god, we get bullied all the time.
No. That's a you know, that was interesting that you turned it that way. I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Like if you like sit there and like play Valorant and like you get the girls that you can tell that they don't want to talk. Like in Valorant, they'll be like, "Hi guys," like just quiet enough that maybe no one hears it, but maybe someone does hear it. Kind of deal enough to say she said something. Like most girls don't turn their mics on in Valorant.
Right.
Or you'll get if you go on TikTok, you can find thousands of clips of what girls get told in games. But like at the same time, though, there's the positives. I've met some really good friends off of Valorant that weren't complete utter assholes.
Right. So to change the reaction thing, would you say you've ever been bullied in a game like that, like to that extent?
Probably not. I mean,
or is it just the games you play are probably not so easy to get bullied in? Like you can't really bully somebody in WoW, like you know what I mean, like.
I mean, you kind of can, and you can get trolled. Like I've sat on trade chat for years and seen people just go on and on and on and on and on about crap that just, just to bother people, and then people start being like, oh, that's not true, or blah blah blah. It's like, and you're just like, whoa, man, that's toxic. I mean, sometimes, like I stir the pot a little bit.
Put a little extra spice on
that tea for you boys. But I mean, like, I haven't done that in a really long time because I just, over the years of having toxic gaming, I just rather stay to myself. So that's why I don't really have any memorable moments being bullied, because I just don't associate with people. Because people are so toxic on the internet.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, look, you're a noob. You don't know what you're doing. Oh, you need an item level of blah, blah, blah. Oh, what? You didn't do this? You didn't do this achievement in order to do this? And then you didn't, oh my god, at this time with this group of people, with your guild, like, what the heck are you doing? And then blah, 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 blah. And you're just like, hey, man, I'm just trying to game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just, so I don't even really go into guilds anymore.
Right.
So, but like back when,
like that's the cool thing is like different types of games have different aspects. First-person shooters will probably have the most toxic amount of
absolutely.
Women. First-person shooters, any guy who plays first-person shooter that doesn't have friends that are girls that play, I have to say, have to be like most toxic little dicks. Little dick men that I've ever met. Cause like.
Oh yeah, like sweaty ass lobbies.
Like not even like I've been in lobbies where like people are fucking sweaty as can be, but they're nice.
Right.
But, like the thing is like I'm sure like if someone that like had like a friend like say like Thicc, play Valorant games with you and whatnot, you have friends that are girls. You're not going to be a fucking dick to another girl because it's like, you have friends that are girls that play this game.
Right.
It is what it is. Sometimes girls can have bad days with the games. We do not have to be 100% on top of everything.
Right.
All the time. We can have a bad day like a guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, but then you have guys that just like don't have any friends that are girls that play and they go, fuck you.
Wow.
Like, you don't need anything. You might as well be the ground that they walk on so that they can stomp on you.
Do you feel like men expect you to play certain games over others? Like they find, like, if you're just walking down the street or if you meet somebody new and you tell them, "Oh, I'm a gamer." You feel like they expect you to be playing certain games over other games?
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
What kind of games do you think that they kind of expect you to be playing, like
Half Moon or Animal Crossing?
Minecraft?
Right?
Minecraft? Like, I don't know. They don't expect that you might have an array of games that you might be interested in.
Well, I mean, I'll go, hey, I'm a gamer, let alone a streamer. Oh, what do you stream? What do you game? Animal Crossing? Oh, what do you do? Build a little village? Oh, what do you do? Oh, you're just gonna build a house? Oh, what do you do? Role play? It's like, yeah, I started out role playing. Like, how often do I role play now? Not that often. What are my main games? First person shooters? I'm about to get back into Need for Speed. We're gonna do racing games now. Like, and they go, I'm like, buddy, I have $200 worth of Overwatch gear sitting next to me of just fucking merch. I have signatures from Overwatch voice actors, like.
Oh, really?
Mercy and Diva.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you sometimes wish you could find more female gamers to play with? Or are you kind of happy with, like, the people that you're surrounded with right now?
I could care less. I don't discriminate.
Right?
You could be a woman, you could be a man.
Let me rephrase that. What do you think it would take to get more women into gaming?
To the point where they don't feel like they're in danger. And I don't mean in-game. There is girls that have been threatened. People who
stalked,
hack into their computer, find out all of their information, and send death threats to their door. Like their own personal door. Over a game being lost. Or them not doing something for them. That's the thing, is like, I have seen so many girls get death threats.
Oh shit.
That's the thing, is like, gaming, girl-wise, be hella dangerous. I've lucked out. I've had the toxic guys. Whatever. Who cares? I've never had a death threat or had someone hack into me. Thank God. But I know it happens. And I've personally had conversations with girls that go, this guy, they had to completely, like, have everything wiped, everything changed, and had to get a whole new computer, everything, like, because they were getting, like, their own personal computer, even when they weren't playing games. It was getting trolled, it was getting hacked, they were getting death threats, like, they couldn't do it anymore. It's scary to be a girl gamer.
Wasn't there a girl streamer that just was having a big issue with that? There was a female streamer, Sweet Anita, that's it.
Okay, yeah.
Sweet Anita had a huge... I remember this now that I'm being told about it. She actually had to move, from her house to a whole new... I think she even... I don't know if she left the state, but I know she left the town she was in, I think. And it was a stalker. Like, she had, like, he was, like, sending stuff. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's the thing. Is... girl gamers, if they haven't started and they're just getting into gaming, can be fucking terrifying because everything you see on the internet. Even if, like, for a girl who doesn't game but is on the internet, Their addresses
Right.
get leaked every other week. There's a girl's address getting leaked on something. And it's terrifying. And then you tell a girl, hey, come game with me. They're going to be fucking terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know who's on the other side. Could be a psycho, for all you know. But also could be one of your best friends on the other side. And it's just like, that's
crazy.
That's the shitty thing. If I was a dude, whatever. I'll pick up any fucking game. If I suck, go fuck yourself.
Wow.
You asshole.
This
But,
is
like,
pretty.
When you say it as a girl, they go fuck you, and yada yada yada, death threats.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty interesting. My buddy just sent me this. A study published back in 2014 by the Internet Advertising Bureau says that 52% of all gamers, I mean, yeah, this was a long time ago, but it probably still could be true. Actually, I probably think it would be more true. 52% of all gamers are actually women.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have guessed that. To be completely dead honest, I would not have guessed that. Like, does anybody else get surprised by that, or is that just me?
But see, that's the thing.
I feel like that's something I could see that being very true.
Like, it's easy for a guy not to see that because they go, okay, WoW, rating PvP,
Mm-hmm.
first-person shooters, survival games, stuff like that. But look how many different types of games there are. MMOs. There's freaking roleplay servers on WoW. And, like, there's a variety of other games that girls start usually off. Some don't start off on first-person shooters. And they don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
They go, oh, no, it's all guys playing this game. Why would a girl play this game?
Right.
Do you know how embarrassing it was at freaking 14 years old? I'd have all of my guy friends going, yeah, no, I was leveling my character on WoW. Could I say that I had a character on WoW? Girls don't play WoW. And then they'd all be shocked when I'd be like, but here's my max level tune with the best gear right now. While you're stuck fucking 20 levels below me.
Right.
You can't get gear to save your life. Like,
to literally save your life.
like,
I don't know. I mean, every time I played, I kind of had positive. You know, I don't know. I never really had death threats. I kind of just play. I vibe with people. If I don't vibe, I just don't talk to them. I do my own thing.
It's always like a crapshoot. It seems like it's like I don't feel like men have to gauge the lobbies as much as women do. You know what I mean? Like I could go into a lobby. And yeah, don't get me wrong, there's still a toxicity. Like, you know, you go into a Valor lobby, like, yo, what up, guys? And it's like the guy will turn around and go, shut the fuck up. And whoa, dude, like, this is comp. Like, we're supposed to use comms here. Like, and you want to start it off like this? Like, all right, I guess I'll mute you. It's going to suck not to get the comms from you, but I mean, way to ruin the competitive part of this game, bro. Like, you know. But for women, it's like that first reaction that changes the whole atmosphere, I guess you could say, for them as in the gaming. And it's like I feel like some women avoid those games altogether. Like when I go back to the genre question, like that's why so many females probably play games like Animal Crossing and
games that are a little bit more solo or people don't really look at your gender for any reason.
Right.
Like, wow, like, if you were to sit there and you could lie to someone face to face if you never actually talked to them and just type and go, I'm a dude. Like, they don't think twice about it. If you get into a voice chat, they still, like, you don't get as much toxicity in WoW, I find, and that's me coming from Burning Crusade and whatnot. I definitely found WoW was a little bit more opening for me. When I go, I'm a girl, and you know, everyone goes, oh my god, take all of the stuff, take all of my stuff, here's the money. And it's like,
okay,
sure. But then you get into Valorant, and it's like, go fuck yourself. And I go, can I get a gun? Well, you should have fucking died. I should have fucking died because you didn't support my ass, but sure.
I mean, when I look at gaming, I feel like I don't ever really think about talking to people. But that's just kind of me. I'm a shy person. I play the game. I don't care if there's anyone who cares if I'm a woman or not. I'm going to play whatever I'm going to freaking play.
Right.
You know, you can judge me all you want. I'm there for myself, not for anybody else. And if I talk and I kind of just casually chat, and then they drop the bomb like, oh, what are you? Are you a woman? Are you, whatever? And I'm like, a female. I never really had any bad responses, I guess. I just kind of like be myself. If they don't like me, well, eventually I'll ghost out. Like, I'm
that's
like, all right.
That's one thing I liked about WoW, is like you could have a conversation for months with this person before they like figure out you're a girl and whatnot. I always found it was definitely perceived a lot better.
Right.
Valorant though, and like games that are like so quick and like you're in there talking to them now, and like you have no choice but to go, and it's just like 45-minute game. Definitely find that there's a lot more toxicity.
Right.
And a lot of you should be a fucking healer.
Oh no. Do you?
I just don't talk. I just play. Hello, I play. You don't know who I am, and then I go into a new match. Goodbye.
Do you watch esports at all?
Yes.
Sarah, no, not really.
Not really. No.
Okay, well, Kat, since you answered yes, well, actually, you know what, Sarah, you can answer it too, even if you don't watch esports. But do you feel like women are taken seriously in competitive gaming? Not so much the esports scene, but like the actual competitive gaming part.
It's just competitive completely?
Just, yeah, because in the money gauging, because not, I mean, you don't have to be in esports to make money, I guess you could say, like, you know what I mean, tournaments, shit like that. Do you feel like they get taken seriously enough to be, because you look at all these competitive teams in general, I don't see female teams. I don't see female, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that. I have seen a couple, but it's far and few between.
That's the thing, is it's hard to say because of how few there are.
And don't get me wrong, I've watched YouTube videos, and I've seen, clips on TikTok and Instagram and shit like that. I've seen some girls that can fucking just bang in freaking in first-person shooters, Apex, any of them. They just slay out, and I'm like, how is this person not signed? Like, they're in the same lobbies as these professional gamers,
I think it's probably because maybe they don't think they can. Maybe they don't see it as an option to really dive into because it's mostly maybe like
male-dominated.
It is male-dominated.
It is male-dominated. The professional scene is definitely male-dominated.
I mean, we can honestly, as shitty as it sounds, we can go back to the days, like, way back when women weren't allowed to work, or they got the shitty jobs, or they got less pay than their male employees because they're a woman. That's where it comes down to, is it's just like how it was way back when. Males dominate. Okay, sorry. Males did dominate most of the gaming scene. Now, not so much. But it's hard for people to break habits. And it's hard because girls want to come in. Dude, if I could sit here every single day and practice Valorant and get good enough to freaking be a professional player, fuck yes. But you have to prove that you're not just on the same level as these guys that are in these tournaments. You have to be better.
Above and beyond.
Yes, because you're a female.
You have to do something to really, like, go above grasping the attention, you know what I mean, of the viewership, too. Like, especially when streaming and stuff, too. Are there any female gamers that you kind of maybe look up to, gamers, streamers that, like, I don't want to say look up to, but I guess I will say look up to, but like maybe idolize a little bit and give the respect because they are making it kind of happen in that way?
I don't really have anyone offhand, any female any female like professional player or someone who does really good at this game, at the game I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes, 1,000 times. I will support them. Yeah, sorry, my cat.
I mean, I don't know. I just think you do you, you know? I mean, I don't really watch streaming females that much, so I don't really know. I just kind of feel like if you enjoy playing a game and you want to make it your life, then have fun, regardless of your gender. You know? I don't know.
Makes sense.
There's some really, really good gaming dudes that are fun to watch, and there's probably some really good gaming girls that are fun to watch. Everyone has, I feel, I don't know, their own shot in the race.
Fair enough.
I want to take this slightly off of us talking, because I'm reading your chat.
Uh-oh.
And I want to ask...
I'm back in... That's a back and forth. Go ahead.
I just want to ask everyone that's in the chat. If you were in a time and you were swapping roles with us, females are everywhere on gaming. Everywhere. You see very few guys playing. Girls are being toxic as can be to you, saying the same things that are being said to us, having death threats. Would you guys really want to A, play the game, B, try to go professional, because you know how hard it is. You have to work extra hard. Some girls, they work fucking hard, but we don't get the representation. It's so much harder.
So you're
to get represented.
So let me just clarify the question. You're asking if not so much, so it's like a role reversal. So like, yes. Okay, so it's not like a body switch. Like if you were a female, okay, it's a role reversal. Okay, I just wanted to clarify the question. Here's what I'll say about this. I do understand your point and why you're asking this, but I feel like, speaking from my point of view, when I play a game, we'll use Valorant for example. The competitiveness that comes from just being male, we'll say that, is so overwhelming. Like, I will go completely 100% out of my way. If I want to be good at a game, if I find a game and I'm just like locked into it and I want to be good at it, I will go 100% out of my way to go and do everything possible to learn every aspect of this game.
Yeah.
When I first started playing Valorant, right? We had our old group of people, you know what I mean? We had a couple of people that were like on the lower tier of ranked area, but I had a lot of friends that were up in that like damn near Radiant level of gaming. And I spent a lot of time with those Radiant people. Like, I would go as far as to say, like, I don't even want to play with you guys. I just want to sit in Discord and have you guys share your screen. And just so that I can watch your play style. Just so I can gain that grasp of knowledge. And it was so helpful. And even after the fact, like, I had friends that would be like, do you know why we did what we just did? Or why I did what I just did right there? And then I sometimes I would and sometimes I wouldn't. And then they would break it down. And it's like, I feel like, and I don't want to sound one-sided on this, but I feel like men will go that extra length just to get that extra level. If that's a nice way to put it.
That's why I'm asking. Because no matter when a woman asks you that question, it's always going to be, you right now are thinking how you are right this second. Oh, no. I wouldn't take the toxicity. I wouldn't take it. I'd go and learn it. Girls are learning it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you guys are already so, like, you don't... We can sit here for the next week and tell you guys how women are treated. It's sadly, until you live it, no one can sit here and say men are more determined than women. It's not that. Sometimes it is. Don't get me wrong. There's some women like that aren't determined to be pro players.
Right.
Say pro. But there's girls that want to be pro, but they can't because the toxicity, or people don't look at them to be pro. Sponsorships aren't even looking at them that much because like it's a woman. They're not going to be taken. That's simply how it is. Because I can ask that, and I'll ask it to guys all the time that go, oh, just turn the comms off. Or, oh, just get better at the game. If you guys...
Just hit your shots, kid.
Yeah, hit your shots.
Hit your shots, kid.
But, like, if you were to grow up in the gaming industry where women were the dominant ones and men were the suppressed ones, we're just going to use suppressed as, like, the easiest term
Okay,
here.
no, that's fair.
It'd be a different story.
I agree.
You guys would have different answers. You guys would sit here and go, oh, I'd love to see more male gamers in the professional, because, like, the few that I see, I look up to them and I want to be there, but it's hard because no one takes me serious. And that's sadly how it is. You ask a guy, they go, oh, I'll just say fuck them. That's great until it doesn't work. That's great until you get the death threat. That's great until all of a sudden your computer's not working because people are hacking. That's sadly how it is. As shitty as it sounds, no matter what, no guy knows what a woman's going through when it comes to gaming. No guy will be able to fathom. You could have all girlfriends and you will never be able to fathom what goes on behind that screen. How much extra hard they're working to be enough so games are okay to play. So you're not threatened. So you don't feel scared to play. And it's shitty. It is so shitty. I would love to log on to Valorant, play one unrated, like half of my friends do, play one rated, go, let's go into comp. Fuck it. No, I've got to do unrated, escalation spikes. I've got to make sure I'm extra warmed up. So that when I go in, I'm almost top fragging so no guy can say anything.
Do you feel like also maybe it has to do with the people you surround yourself with to begin with? Like both male and female wise. Like the support group I don't want to say support group because you're just playing with your friends, but it's like sometimes the people you're playing with, like say you go in there with a 3-stack and you got those 2 people off your team, that those are the toxic ones, but you still got your teammates that, you know, they're your friends. Do you feel like that makes a difference in and of itself? Versus just being singled out one versus a group of 5?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Dude, I'll take even duoing with a friend.
Over just being solo?
Yeah, because worst comes to worst, guys are being toxic. Mute every single one. My buddy communicates all of it to me. And he communicates what I say back. It's how the world works. It works in games. It works outside of games. Women are terrified. No matter what. And games are just sadly part of it. And it's tough.
That got deep.
Well, you know what?
No, I respect the hell out of it, but that hit the heartstrings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That hit the heartstrings a little bit. I respect the hell out of that answer, Kat. I really do. That's why I appreciate you being here, and you know, that's awesome.
Oh, I'll call my own fucking friends out for being fucking toxic. I've done it before.
Oh, I know.
I've done it to you.
I know.
Being a fucking.
I've never been toxic like gameplay toxic. I've been that guy that's made the obvious funny comment that like kind of snuck in there, you know what I'm saying? But I've never been the
The verbal talk.
Just the gameplay toxic. Like I've never shouted at somebody like or a female for making a bad play or something like that. Like that to me, that's over the line. You know what I mean?
That is always over the line. But I have no issues. If it's my best fucking friends, dude, I will sit here and be like, you toxic motherfucker. But it's always in a joking sense because it's just how the game's rolling.
Right.
But then that's the thing. That's why I like playing with my friends a lot more. That's why I like duoing. Oh, suck. Fucking suck.
Are there, let's try to turn the tempo on this a little bit.
Okay.
Are there any games you're just looking forward to playing now that are coming out soon, maybe? Something you might have your eye on or have had your eye on?
I'm trying to think of what games are coming out.
I feel like games lately have been just graphics and not much story, so I kind of like retro games.
Story. So would you say you're more to the solo gameplay, like the single player offline gameplay? Like
I can. I mean, I haven't done it in years, but I mean, just the kind of gamer I am, I'm kind of like, I kind of loop through the games that I like. I haven't really jumped into a new game in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of because, like, partially the graphics, how they are, can, like, mess with my vision.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, makes me, like, nauseous. So I'm like, so, I mean, that kind of sucks. I wish I could play some of the newer games, like that new Black Ops Zombies game that came out. What is it, Cold War?
Mm-hmm.
That shit looks dope. But I mean, like, it feels like all games that are being sent out as of late are kind of like half-assed. So I haven't been really interested in playing anything.
Do you feel like they're just rushing them to meet the demand?
Yes. Everything's new. Every year, everything's new, you know? Like, you need the latest and greatest, you know? We need a new product out this year on this time for Christmas, for, Easter, for whatever,
Easter.
what have you. Everyone wants the latest and greatest, and they don't necessarily put the real time and effort I think games should be put in. Like back in the day, you could have a stupid game that was immersive and made you actually want to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were more engaging, more fun. Like, you didn't have to have the best graphics in order to play them. Like, I mean, plus, nowadays games like what was it, like Resident Evil 7, I want to say, or something? What, the runtime was like 7 hours or less? I'm like, what's that shit?
Right.
I'm not going to shell out $60 of my life, hard-earned cash, my cold-earned cash, on shit for 7 hours. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not looking forward to any games. Thank you.
At this point in time, though, at the same time, the games that are coming out half of them are remakes.
True.
Pretty much.
Remakes, remasters.
Yeah.
Or the exact same style of games that are already out that I probably own.
Yeah.
Unless a new horror game comes out that
I was gonna say,
to the point I'm crying.
I feel like horror games are definitely making they're growing, because you can do so much with a horror game. You can make it the action adventure game. You can make it the FPS style game. In the first episode when we were talking about gaming, we talked a lot about Phasmophobia. That game has so much, I'll say it again, so much potential.
Yes.
To the point of saying, like, and it was a whole new genre in and of itself. Like, the in-game voice part that allows you to react to the ghost and shit like that. We have never had a game like that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
And that to me is like the start of almost a new genre. I don't want to say genre, but that's the only other word I can use or think of right now. But I feel like that might be the way to go to make the big time changes in gaming. Like, you can always make a shooter, you can always make an MMO, you can always make an RTS game. You know what I mean? And somebody's always gonna derive it back to another game. But Phasmo, you can't. It's you know what I mean? And which
I mean, Phasmo opened up for In Silence if anyone's ever played that.
what's that?
Okay, so In Silence is kind of like Phasmophobia, only the difference is one of your members in your party is actually the monster, and the monster can barely see, but he can hear you talking. He can hear the noises and everything, and you're trying to get away from him, and you're trying to hide from him, but he's trying to kill you. Phasmophobia came out. That came out, and like it became very similar. Like, you're not interacting with like an AI, but like they started taking stuff from Phasmophobia, or maybe they were being operated at the exact same time, like being created at the same time. But like, it's crazy to see, and it's opening and showing. Oh my God, Smokey, I get it. Hi. But like, it's showing just like what games can be, and it's so like, if more games come out like that, I'll be excited.
If they could get some real backing on that game, like a real big time developer to get a crew to on Phasmophobia, to get a crew together, to get, you know, more than just this one guy. I think he has like maybe another person helping him now. But if this guy could get some real backing into that game, I really truly see, and you can quote me on this in the future, like, this game could blow up into something that we've never experienced before if they just get some real time backing and some real engineers in there to get the, you know, because right now it's just a shell. I feel like it's just the outer shell of a creation that can just boom. You know what I mean? Next question. What are your thoughts about female streamers who are recognized more so for their appearance as opposed to their gameplay? Do you feel like that puts a bad reputation, or just like makes it more difficult, or?
Hey, you do you, boo. Make that money. None.
See, that's the thing. It's like, I'm 50-50 on that.
Okay.
I'm on the same boat going, hey, honey, I get it.
Get
You're
it,
making
girl!
money. You're making money. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun. But then there's also times where, like, I'm like, this is why men are toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 50-50, because like, I'm like, oh yeah, you fucking go. Happy for you. Look at you. You're fucking blowing up. Good job. But then at the same time, it's like, great, all men think I'm like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you gotta prove them that you're different.
I wish. It's hard.
It
really
is. It is.
It's super hard.
Come on, just start speaking. Start living life.
Sadly, as a streamer, it's hard. When it comes to being a girl streamer, it's hard. I mean, I've raided some of my buddies' chats, and they go, guys, go follow her. She's not a titty streamer, guys. She's actually good at the game.
Uh-huh.
Now, if a male raided him, be a different story.
All right.
Go watch it. Go watch him. He fucking kills it at this game. But I'm not a titty streamer.
All right.
I wear clothes. Big fucking shocker.
Uh-huh.
And I'll sit there and I won't be in team chat, and the enemy team won't hear me, but I'll sit here and go, you goddamn fucking asshole, what the fuck are you doing?
Uh-huh.
But like, it's hard as a female streamer.
Right.
That's a whole different can of worms.
Um.
Either you're gonna blow up, you're a titty streamer, or you're gonna blow up because you're not a titty streamer, you're actually good.
All right.
Finale, you wish. Sorry.
No, you're good. Let's wrap it up with this final question. What is your video game character crush? Just a character you're like, Mm-hmm.
Oh, like, oh, honey, he hot.
Yeah, just a video game, any video game, any genre. What is the video game character?
Illidan 1,000 times.
Illidan from World War.
I have a World of Warcraft Legion shirt I wore to work my coworker said, really? A Legion shirt? I was like, bitch, Illidan was hot. What the fuck you talking about right now? And they're like, oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
I don't know. I guess I don't really like have a super duper crush. I mean, I had like crushes on like cartoon characters, but not like, I don't know, game characters. If they good looking, I'm like, okay.
So what's your cartoon character crush then? Ah.
I can't disclose. That's embarrassing.
What's that?
I said I can't disclose.
Oh, all right.
Embarrassing.
Nah, it's
But,
cool. Is it an anime? Is it an anime? Like an actual anime? Or is it like an actual, like, normal, like, cartoon or something? Not to say animes are not cartoons. I'm just, you know, there is a difference.
There is a difference.
Have you ever watched Super Jail?
Super Jail? No, I have
On,
not.
like, Adult Swim?
Uh-uh.
Well, it was like the main character was the warden. He wasn't necessarily drawn sexually. It's just I liked his like evil personality, and so
just kind of drew your attention.
I used to draw him a lot, but that was like kind of a long time ago, like middle school, Sarah.
Right.
But I guess I haven't really thought like that in a long time.
You can't play with a bottle of water until I'm done drinking it. Sorry.
The cat is getting in the exposure.
All characters are sexy. Give me them all. Give me all the characters. Man, female, I don't care.
That's awesome.
Don't bother me none.
Nah, Illidan be my babe.
It'd be the big.
My babe.
I don't know. Some girl thick, I'm going to be like, damn, honey. No. You got that.
Right? All right, we're going to start wrapping it up, guys. Thank you, both of you, for the amazing show. I had a blast. I hope you did as well. Hopefully, we'll be able to get you guys into the future episodes. Kat, we all know that you're a streamer. Sarah, there's been talk that you've wanted to start streaming at some point. Is that true?
I could.
We could. Well, we will be dropping all of their socials into the YouTube video that goes live, hopefully within the next day or so. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for being here on time and you know, enjoying the conversation with me. I can't appreciate it more. I'm just enjoying this so much. Guys, we're gonna call it there. Check out the YouTube video when it goes live. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. And yeah, that's it. That's it for this episode of Thicc Talk. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Peace out.